down on your knees. You're in the presence of Darth Vader. This is Dave Prowse. We have an absolute pleasure and an honour to finally meet him. First of all, what an absolute joy to see you. It's
Thank you very much.
Lovely to see you in Newcastle.
Nice to be back in Newcastle. Yeah.
It's we were just discussing before. The turnout is absolutely outstanding.
It's phenomenal, isn't it? Phenomenal.
Are you doing a lot of these shows?
Well, if I wanted to, I could be in somewhere different in the world every weekend.
Every weekend.
Every weekend. No, I don't do them every weekend. But I mean, I get so many requests, to do them, and I mean, it's like last weekend it was Cardiff. This weekend is next weekend is Nottingham. I think, and somewhere else the weekend after that. Yeah. And so it goes on, and then of course I got them all over the world. I got conventions coming up in Paris. I got them in Germany. I got them in America. I got them in, all over the show. Yeah.
Did you realise at the time when you were working on the Star Wars films that it would be such a hit?
No, I had no idea whatsoever. I mean, when I did Star Wars, I had. We did Star Wars, and I thought, well, that's the end of that, and then of course they did the sequels to it. Yeah. So we did. So obviously we then realised that we were into something a bit different, as it were, But even so, I mean, I never ever thought it was going to be. And it would continue on to be the phenomena that it is. And I mean, now of course, Darth Vader is now regarded as the ultimate screen villain of all time, which is a marvelous accolade to have. And then of course, now Disney are taking over, and we've got 7, 8, 9 to look forward to. Yeah. Unfortunately, I got killed off in 6. Or at least Darth Vader. You can't
live forever.
No, well, yeah, but I can always come back as something else, can't I? Because nobody ever saw my face. Yeah. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Yeah.
You had quite an illustrious career, and I remember reading up about you. You even appeared in 2 episodes of Benny Hill.
I did several Benny Hills. Benny. Yeah, he was a great friend actually.
It's one of my favourites. My favourite British comedy actor. Absolute genius.
He was fun to work with. Yeah. And Morecambe and Wise. I did several Morecambe and Wises as well. Yeah. They were another great pair to work with. As I said, I've had some interesting jobs in my time.
I don't think a lot of people realise. I think one of your very early appearances in an advert was for the government for the Green Cross Code Man.
Oh, everybody knows me. Everybody knows me as the Green Cross Code Man. I mean, I was the Green Cross Code Man. We did it for several years, and the best thing about the Green Cross Code was that we halved the road accident figures in Great Britain.
Fantastic.
It was an amazing.
It was
campaign.
One of the first campaigns, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. But it was a phenomenal campaign. I mean, I travelled I eventually travelled all over the world with it because it was such a phenomena in Great Britain, and we were saving so many children's lives. I got invited to give talks about it in America. I got talks to give about it in Australia. All over the place. It was
If my memory serves, did you start life as a wrestler?
No. I was a weightlifter, bodybuilder. I was
the Commonwealth Games.
I didn't start life. I mean, I took up bodybuilding when I was about 17, 18. Yeah. And because I was very interested in rugby prior to that. Yeah. I'd had an accident and I'd been in hospital and had a lot of problems with a knee problem. So the rugby didn't last very long. But then I got very interested in bodybuilding, and then from bodybuilding I got interested in weightlifting, and then I became there was never any chance of getting all that far in the bodybuilding world because I was too tall. I was 6'7", and there was really no room for a competitor who's 6'7". Like 6'1", 6'2", is okay. That was about the standard of for what they call Class 1 of the Mr. Universe competition. It's 5'9" upwards, and usually as you get people around about the 6 foot mark. But when you're 6'7", you're too tall. And then of course I changed over to in 1960. I did the Mr. Universe contest and I wasn't very happy with the outcome of it, and I changed over to competitive weightlifting, and next thing I know, I became the British heavyweight weightlifting champion, and then I did the Empire and Commonwealth Games in Perth, Australia, and I did the World Weightlifting Championships, and all these sorts of things just went on, just snowballed, and then I opened up my own gymnasiums, and I had 3 gymnasiums in London, and so it's just gone on, just gone on and on and on,
You've had just an amazing career.
Amazing career, yeah, and it's getting better and better and better as we go along.
If you don't mind me asking?
Oh, go on, nearly 80.
Still going strong?
70, I think I'm 78. I think I'm 78. 78 at the moment. Nearly 79. Yeah. I'll be 79 this year. So I'm only a year away from being 80. So it's not bad, is it?
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Just back to the Star Wars trilogy again. What was your most memorable experience of that whole event?
Well, I'll tell you, it's not. It's a strange answer, but what happened was, when we did Star Wars, we did it for straight salary, you see.
Yeah.
When we did Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, we were on what we call a residual. We were on a percentage deal, you see. And people are always asking me, they say, well, now what's your most memorable memory of your Star Wars association? I always say it was on the first time my first residual check arrived.
That's the most memorable.
Well, it was like, I mean, I'd never had a check, for royalties on a movie, and it was like, you get checks in the post and for things that you've done, and it's like maybe at the very most they run into maybe a couple of hundred or something.
Can you remember how much it was?
I can't remember, but it was thousands.
Yeah.
It ran into thousands.
That must have been a hell of a pay packet in them days.
Well, it was. Yeah. But unfortunately, it didn't last. It didn't last. Yeah, there weren't many more to come after it, But it was a nice big check.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it was a nice experience, and I mean, I enjoyed working with George Lucas and Gary Kurtz, the producer, was very, very pleasant. Irving Kershner, working with Irving Kershner, the director, he was very pleasant to work with. I think the whole thing, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
How do you look back on Darth Vader when you think about him as a character? How do you look back on him now?
I'm eternally grateful, to be honest.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, when we did it, I mean, we had no idea. I mean, what we were into, and I had no idea, for instance, that Darth Vader was going to be as popular as he was. I'm a great believer in sort of playing good villains.
Yeah.
I think that I think they're much more interesting to play than sort of happy heroes, as it were, And I think that, as I said, luckily for me, I said Darth Vader is now regarded as the ultimate screen villain of all time, which is a lovely accolade. I
remember when I saw it for the first time, little boy, it's very scary. But you look back with such much pleasure on it now. I think the character's, I know he's an evil one, but he's brought so much pleasure to so many people.
I know.
And he's probably the biggest icon within the film.
Yeah. Oh, he is. Yeah, most definitely. I mean, well, as I said, all right. So you don't see much of sort of Harrison Ford, and Mark, and Carrie. Well, Carrie you see occasionally, but of all the other characters in the movie, it's Darth Vader. Darth Vader usurps everything. Yeah,
definitely.
Well,
that's it. Thank you very, very much for your time. I do appreciate it. I'm sure the fans back home will be absolutely loving these personal words from you. So thank you very much.
Lovely.
David, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for talking. Thank you.